Did you get all that?
You know what you should do?
Something else?
Yeah. I can't see shit. Look at that little
matter.
tiny.
It doesn't.
That little
you,
tiny.
you don't need to look at yourself anymore. How many
I do.
mirrors do you have in your bedroom, by the way?
5.
Yeah.
One on the ceiling,
Yeah.
2 on the floor. I like to see my ball jingle, jingle.
No, it just jingle, jingle, jingle. No jangle.
Well, I'm Gizz Lazlo.
I'm just Paul.
And welcome to episode 25. 25th. And it's been a run, man. This is our last episode of the month.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Next month we got some good
we
characters coming in.
Oh yeah. Allah, God, the 7 dwarves.
Yeah, every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, let's start off with your week, and then we'll get into business.
I don't want to talk about it, man. My week has been a shit.
Really?
It's been too hot to get motivated. For starters, arguing with fucking people that have money that don't want to pay the money. You know, when you work for an institution, they go, "Well, that seems like too much," and I have to remind them, "It's not your money. You're not spending your money. It's an institution's money, and you're a nonprofit, and it's free money. Give me the fucking money.
Give me my free money.
Give me my fucking. I'm gonna pay taxes on it. You're not. So whatever. I don't fucking give a shit. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Like this week, actually, there's been some heartbreak in the family. I lost my cousin Thursday. He was the youngest of 3 second cousins. But the father of those 3 boys, my mom raised, so he was kind of like a brother to me. He passed away during COVID. His wife passed away a year later, and now the first kid, the youngest, is the first to leave. Nick Moreno, he's a good kid. Got to meet him a bunch of times when I toured, in Detroit, and just rest in peace, cousin, and say hi to my mom or my dad.
Freudian strip.
Say hi to my dad, your mom, and your dad, and all my friends, and just rest in peace, man. And I knew you were in a lot of pain, so and other than that, photo 1, we lost Lou Collar from Sick of It All this week, over the weekend, the singer for Sick of It All.
Yeah.
I got to meet him a couple times on the East Coast touring, and just I know a lot of fans are really, struggling right now, losing, like every week. It's weird how last season we celebrated birthdays, just about every week, and it seems like this week or this season, we're every week we're losing somebody, and I've gotten a couple of messages from people like, dude,
it's getting depressing.
I don't like being your friend. You use way too many people. I don't want to be on that list. And
I'm ready.
One of the good things about this week, I got to record some new Screw Tape stuff. I'm working on. I've gotten offers from 2 bands to well, not bands, but from 2 people to start new projects and bands, and one looks very enticing, and I think I'm going to do it. The other one, we'll see what happens. That would involve being a drummer and a singer at the same time, and I don't know if my body's up to it. And I know mentally I'm not.
Nope, it's not. I just looked.
You can't.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, I went to go see Louis Idol, and it was a place called Jim's House. It's a backyard
at Jim's house.
Yeah, and I mean it's set up like a mini Ozfest, like Halloween decorations, like a big fucking 5-foot hand on the roof of the house.
That's awesome.
And fucking little skeletons everywhere. The garage has a pool table, and I don't know if it was for everybody, but I know it was for me.
Oh,
but there was a big tub, like where the family and friends, side stage, got to hang out in the shade, and it was full of water, Coors Light, and Budweiser. I hadn't had a Budweiser in God knows how long. I had, I don't know, maybe a dozen.
Whoa.
And
then Mindy had to deal with it.
I paid for it Sunday. I had a belly.
Yeah.
But it was actually cool. Breakaway State, one of the bands that played, fucking phenomenal. About Had It, Terminally Ill, The Mentors, which I had seen, in the sandwich of love, one below and one above. She hasn't been laid in days.
Oh,
now
my
she's
God.
covered in mayonnaise. Come on. Brilliant lyrics. Come on.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Just absolute or any original members in that one?
No.
I didn't think so.
If I'm not mistaken, I think every member of that original band is dead.
Do they still live in the same trailer park by the train tracks?
Probably. They probably took over Duce's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What else did I miss? All Day. Oh, the Rockets. Yeah, the really? Rockabilly band.
Okay.
Tony, I hadn't seen that guy in fucking years. And then Louis Seidel, our friends, closed out the night. Mondo, Luigi, and Rocky. They had a different drummer, and Mike didn't play, but they still fucking got it. The kids and everybody. Hadn't seen that many Pendletons and flipped up hats in a long time. Man. That many bandanas, blue ones. And it was got to meet up with a bunch of people. Give me photo number 3 now or 2. Yeah. Brian, this guy lives in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
So he fucking flies out just about every weekend to come see a punk show.
Wow.
And but I've known the guy for years, and he came up. I was telling my lady, I was like, smut peddlers. Like, we used to play with those guys for a long time. And he looks over, he's like, Gizz. I'm like, oh shit, who's this guy?
Oh, former lover, cellmate.
But ran into him, caught up, and it's like a really cool guy, knows a lot, about punk rock, and but I got to hand it to this guy just about every week, and he flies out just to come see a show. He got here 2:00 Saturday, and then he left Sunday at 10.
Oh.
Just
PM or AM? AM?
Yeah.
10 in the morning. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, 2 in the afternoon, and then flew out next.
He's got to have a job where he gets miles.
Yeah. He's an IT guy, I think he said it.
Oh yeah.
But it was really cool to hang out with him. This other guy named Steve. He does a lot of taking pictures and video shows with his phone camera and promotes all that shit.
They call it a journalist?
No, not really.
Okay.
Maybe just does it for and puts it up on his social media pages. But he's been to a few foreclosure shows at the Sardine, and when we play beach area, he shows up. But he was there, and I surprised him. He's like, dude, you never come out, dude. He was the first guy that handed me a beer.
Oh,
I told him, hey, what's going on with those beers over there? He goes, are just the free?
Dude, there's probably a picture with your name on it and a tab hanging from it.
He went over there and he grabbed me one. I grabbed the second one for myself. Nobody bitched. And then all night, every time he'd come by, he'd do one of these, like, pass my table and walk off. And I was like, oh, fuck, well, I guess you're lonely too.
Oh, man.
So I did overstay my welcome in the beer line.
No way.
Well, in the beer seat. And I think we left like 3/4 of the way through the Louis Seidel set.
Did anybody hit you with a stick again?
No.
Okay.
No. But actually, today I did get mad at myself because I was like, I can't find my wallet. Maybe I dropped it there, and I was like, no, I was fucking around with it yesterday, and found it. I hid it between 2 speakers in my office. But yeah, like that was my weekend. Music, and I'm really looking forward to this week to finish up 3 new Screw Tape songs. And Del Rio was the person that I talked to, and we're thinking about recording the songs that we did demos for probably 2010, 2011.
Wow, 15 years ago.
Really?
I didn't even think he was that old.
Yeah, he's 22.
That's 24.
I think he's I want to say he's in 40s, but something scares me that he might be older.
He might be 97. You never know.
I think he might be older than me.
Yeah.
Like there's, fucking what was the one motherfucker that lied to us? I think it was Eric King. I always thought I was like at least 5 years older than he ends up.
No.
He's like 2-3 years older than me.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker.
He's a fun one.
Than me too.
Yeah, it's not hard.
You white people.
Oh no, we crack fast.
You smoke crack.
Nope, never done that.
Shut up.
I've never smoked crack.
Really?
No, never done it.
Liar.
Nope.
All right. So let's get me item 3 here. And then we're going to get into our guest. Can you bring it down so I can read it?
You can't read.
All right. So, all right. These out of all these 10 bands, pick 3 of them that you'd listen to for life.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously Minor Threat, The Clash. And it'd be hard if I can go between Dead Kennedys and Suicidal, but I'd have to go Dead Kennedys.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I would go Bad Brains, Minor Threat, and Suicidal. I get that, like Black Flag I could listen to, but never one of those bands that I go searching for. No. Misfits I'll never fucking listen to.
Yeah, well.
DRI.
I love DRI.
Me too.
But they get a little tired.
Yeah. The Clash, another one of those bands. I don't hate them. I don't seek them out.
Oh, I do.
You know, it's not one of those bands. It's like on my radar. I'm like, you know what? Today it's a Clash day.
Oh, I do that. I mean, Strummer was something else. I mean, the whole band.
Yeah. Again, I don't mind when they're on, but you know, I would never throw them on.
Yeah. Sex Pistols are like, no.
Dead Kennedys, I have to be in the mood, you know, like drinking, really stoned, and want to reminisce. You know. Sex Pistols I could listen to, you know.
I mean, if it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna spend an hour. That's it.
Well, I know it's like one and a half records.
Yeah,
really.
You know, Suicide. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Circle Jerks. I love the band, but again, it's like
it gets repetitive.
Yeah, and I'd rather see them live.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keith is a monster on stage.
So, let's get our guest Brian Shew from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. I didn't know you had an accent, so for the rest of the show, I'm gonna toss off my accent.
No, we're not gonna do that. I did bring a stick.
Did you?
No.
So did you see the list?
Yeah.
What 3 bands would you choose?
I would probably do. Can I see the list again? I'm old. Yeah. I can't remember that long. I know. Actually, Sex Pistols, one of my friends has a record store up in Virginia. And after he did a show, I'm like, hey, you don't have any original pressings of the Sex Pistols, do you? And he sent me a original Sex Pistols vinyl.
Wow.
I would probably do. Dead Kennedys are pretty good, but I don't like look for that. I like suicidal tendencies. Sex Pistols I like, but you can't listen to them like all day.
No,
no, in an hour you're done. Like, oh, listen to that record.
And probably Bad Brains.
Oh, I love Bad Brains. That band. Fuck, that first record. Rock for Light and Quickness, dude. I could listen to those fucking records all fucking day.
We saw DRI down here at a little place called the Milestone.
Mm. All right. When I was in the UK subs, we toured with DRI, so I got to see them every night for like 32
nights. Oh man.
And they never disappoint.
No.
So all right, man. Welcome to our show. I know you because we share a mutual friend. I won't mention who that is. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you're already there. Careful.
You know, careful. But you know, yeah. We've talked online many nights, and
yeah,
you know,
I mean, whenever I met my wife, you know, and I was talking about punk bands and all that stuff, she goes, "Oh man, you ought to meet my friend Gizz."
And I don't know. We should meet in person. I think we would get in trouble. A lot of trouble.
I keep telling her. I said, I just need to go out to LA and hang out with Gizz for like a week.
Well, 3 days and then 4 in the can.
Oh man, no.
If you hang out with both of us, we'll end up in jail.
No.
That's why we can't hang out on weekends.
No, I can outrun you. I'm not going to jail.
How can you outrun me with that fucking anklet?
Not again.
You ever been arrested?
No.
No.
Hard to believe, but no, I haven't.
I mean,
I worked at a bike shop one time, and one of the yuppie owners comes out and he goes, "Yeah, every biker's been to jail," and I'm like, "I haven't." He goes, "Oh, you're lying." I probably just got lucky.
You did well.
Nah, keep your nose clean. That's how. So how long let's start from the beginning. When did you get into punk rock? What was that first ray of sunshine?
Like when I was growing up, you might throw me off of here, but whenever I was growing up, I was always into like the hairband stuff.
Me too.
And that's why I'd like to come to LA, because it's like all the hair bands was right there on the Sunset Strip. And I've always been into music and stuff. And then, like, I guess I wanted to start a band, but I didn't want to do the same thing everybody else was doing. And then I started listening to punk rock more, and it's like, man, I need to start a punk band.
What band was that?
So the first band I started, I didn't get way back like you guys, but I actually started my first one during COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, I was working at a guitar shop, and this guy came in, and I started talking to him, and he goes, "Yeah, I just moved here from Savannah. I don't know anybody." And I'm like, "Cool." He goes, "I play guitar and sing." And I said, "Man, we ought to just hang out." Well, then the very next day, the whole world shut down, and I didn't see him for like 3 months. And he came in when the store opened again, and he goes, "Yeah, let's get together." So during COVID, when stuff was shut down, we would just come here to the house and jam out. And I said, "We need a drummer." And at the time, the one dude that was doing guitar lessons, they said, "Oh, ask him. He plays drums." And I thought he was just a guitar player. And it wound up he's an awesome drummer. So we started playing some music here, some covers. And I was on Facebook, and I saw this band going, "Hey, we need somebody for a Halloween show." And I said, "We'll do it." Said, "Okay." So I called them guys. I'm like, "Hey, dude, I got us a show." So we had to come up with a name, and we did the show, and we had like 2 originals in it.
What was the band called?
Harriet Rip.
Harriet Grip?
Rip.
Okay.
Harriet Rip.
Yeah. Because that was actually my great-grandmother's. Well, my great-grandmother's name was Harriet Rep, R-E-P. But my dad used to always joke with her and call her an old Rip. Man, that would be an awesome band name.
It is.
So yeah, we did that. And you talked about not practicing. We were playing so many shows. It was like we knew what to play. We would just show up at shows and go, "Welcome to band practice." And we
nice.
I used to say that with our band. I did, "Welcome to our open rehearsal."
Oh man.
But yeah, we did a lot. We went up into Pennsylvania, down to Atlanta, and then I got to the point where I was done being an adult, and I wanted to I could go do whatever I wanted to, and they were growing into being an adult. And then it's kind of like, yeah, we don't have time for this. So I decided to start another band, and me and Priscilla came up with Skewer Rat. And I wanted to try something different, so I got a girl singer. And of course, drummers are like unicorns over here. I don't know about out there, but
yeah, everywhere.
Well, good.
I hate drummers.
If you find a drummer, either if they're not in a band,
they're in 10.
Why? And if they are in a band and they're good, they're probably in 10 already.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to find drummers. And we went through probably, I bet, 8 drummers. And finally I said, why don't we just get Steve to do it till we find somebody? So then we had Steve for a long time in that band too. So we could do shows and just take 2 singers and guitar players, and we'd have both bands at the show.
Huh. That sounds like fun. That's like the Larry Bombs and Cheapskate Jackson.
When we did that first Foreclosure tour, we went with Junior Juggernaut. We shared drummers, and it was pretty easy having to play back to back.
Oh yeah.
But I've done it a few times. I actually did one show where I was the singer for Sale. Then I played right afterwards, I played with Bad Samaritans, and then played drums for Bad Town Boys, all in one show. Three sets in one night.
That's gonna be tough.
I was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
After that, I swore I would never do it again. And then about 10 years later, I did it again with Graveyard Bandits and Bad Advice. And Bad Advice is like a skate punk band, really fast. And I was already in my late 40s at the time. And fuck, dude, when I finished that second set, I was literally like,
you mean like walking up the stairs?
My heart was like,
we did a festival down here one time, and it was so freaking hot. Oh. And Harriet Rip played outside on a freaking trailer. And I thought I was going to die till we got done.
So that was a house party?
I got down off the stage, went and got a drink, sat in the shade. My one friend goes, hey, what are you doing? I said, dude, I'm trying to recover. Oh, well, your other band's playing next.
Oh.
So I grabbed my shit and went inside. Luckily, it was inside, but.
The air conditioning doesn't matter when you got 100 people around you, though. Like, they just eat it. So you've been surrounded by music your whole life. How did music become a thing for you just as a kid?
I mean, I remember sitting listening to the radio with my cassette recorder. That's going to tell how old I am.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting to hear the beginning of a song and making my own tapes off the radio.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I was always into like rock music. My grandparents always were country music, and my parents weren't really that much into music. Like I would get in their car and we would go somewhere, and it's like, why is it so quiet in here? Turn the radio on.
Yeah, right.
And then I started hanging out with people that, we would, up where I'm from in Pennsylvania, we would all get together before we were old enough, and somebody would go to Maryland and buy beer, and we just ride around in the car listening to the newest thing, and everybody I was hung out with listened to like rock and like the hair band stuff. And then I kind of got tired of that, and I started listening to punk stuff, and I wanted to listen to different things.
Do you remember what that first punk band was?
It was probably Pennywise.
Wow.
Because whenever I lived in Florida, there was one of my customers at the shop I worked at. He was like a runner for a promotion company or whatever, and I would say, hey, tell me what bands are coming to town, and he would tell me. I'm like, okay, I want to go see that. So I parked beside their bus, and I walked in the back, and he got me in the show for free. And then his brother was a bouncer, so I would go down and stand in the gate. I would go down and stand in between the gate and the stage and lean on the stage.
Nice.
And I actually have the poster and a flyer card and a signed CD from Pennywise, because they were hanging out at the back where I parked, and walked over and they signed my CD for me.
Fucking, so wow. You've met Fletcher?
Yeah.
That big fuck.
Jesus.
Known that guy for 30 years, man.
Man, he is not a little guy.
No, fuck, man. And it seems like every time I run into him, he's sweating. So
how can you not? He's in the air, like
you just put his arms around me. It's just like, oh, me, Jesus Christ.
It probably smells great too.
Ah.
So you started working. You've been working at record stores for how many years?
I was working at guitar stores. So
okay.
I made it up to like the assistant manager of a guitar store, and I met a lot of bands come through there on tours and everything. The last Warped Tour they had here, one of the truck drivers that came in to the store, and I was talking to him, and I'm like, dude, you ever get passes? And he goes, yeah, but I never know anybody. So they were on their way to Wilmington. When they came back from Wilmington, he called me and he goes, yeah, what's your name? He put me on the list. And when I got there, my name wasn't on the list. So I called him. I'm like, dude, I'm not on the list. Well, he sends one of the girls out from his truck, and I was expecting to get in. She hands me 2 passes, and I said, where can I go with these? Anywhere you want.
Wow.
So I was like standing up on stage with behind Motionless in White's drummer when they were playing, and if it started raining, I would just go, hey, can I go in here and dip in tents that had like food and everything set up? But yeah, and I met the road manager for Judas Priest. He got me tickets to go there, go to see them, and
that's the most awesome part, like about festivals. And the reason that I love playing festivals or being a guest at festivals is that when you get that VIP treatment, you can go wherever the fuck you want. Yeah. I don't like going to festivals and being, just a spectator.
No,
having to stand in line for everything, pay $10 for water. You got to 20 people deep to use the porta potty just to take a piss. Nah.
That guy got me the Judas Priest tickets, and the next day, me and my friend was in at the guitar store, and I saw these 2 guys walk in, and I noticed their like little passes. So I started talking to him, and it wound up it was the 2 guitar players for Sabaton. And we were hanging out with them like most of the day because they didn't have nothing to do till the show that night. And while I was at the show, the guitar player comes over and he starts singing, and he looks down and he sees me standing there, and he like gets this look on, and he points at me and starts laughing.
Those are the great moments.
So you got a lot of backstage like fun time. Like you got in it.
Yeah. And then everybody kept telling me whenever like booking shows, they said, man, you're great at booking shows. So that's why I started Get Off My Lawn Promotions, because
I love the name.
Yeah.
You nailed it with your promotion company, dude. Get off my lawn.
Story of that.
Bring it.
So Priscilla tells me that I'm always a grumpy old man. And
tell that bitch to shut up.
And instead of and she just got tired of telling me I was grumpy, and she goes, hey, you're being a little bit get off my lawny.
Oh man.
And
who's Lonnie?
So then Skewer Rat actually did a song called Get Off My Lawn. And then I just thought I'd use Get Off My Lawn Promotions.
So do you book shows doing that under that name?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been doing really good. It's hard here in Charlotte, but I've been doing a lot of stuff up in Asheville.
And that's where that Punkfest is going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the idea behind that? How'd you figure out you were going to do like a festival?
Well, the Asheville Punkfest, it was actually going on for like 3 years. And the guy that was doing it decided he didn't want to do it anymore. And now there's like 4 of us. And we're making it into one big thing. And because we didn't want it, none of us wanted it to die out. So we just thought we'd take it over and have Asheville Punkfest every year and just kind of try to keep it getting bigger and bigger. And
what bands you got playing this year?
Oh, it's a lot. We had like 32 bands.
Wow.
I know we have Forsaken Prophets is going to play. I have a show coming up. Do you ever hear Killed by Florida and Forsaken Prophets?
No.
Well, they're kind of a bigger band, I guess, on this side. They're coming play a couple shows for me next month. And most of them are just like mainly locals. My band that I'm kind of trying to manage a little bit and help them with the tour, they're going to be playing. They're called 42. They're actually coming out to LA.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, December 4th, they're playing at the Whiskey with Agent Orange.
Oh, cool. So how long is Punkfest? Is it a single day festival or
2-day thing?
Okay.
A Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. I think maybe next year we might try to do like Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we had been talking. They do a big festival in Gainesville, Florida. It's just called the Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And down there, they have like a bunch of venues, and they have shows at all the venues. And I was telling everybody about that in Asheville. I said, we ought to, try to grow it into something like that where we have, a bunch of venues with a bunch of shows.
Like a fucking hostile takeover.
Yeah.
Take over neighbor band.
Yeah.
How many venues are there in Asheville, though?
Actually, there's a lot. There's the one I book at probably most of my shows is called 27 Club. And I mean, I'm up there so much, they treat me like family. They have this, I think he's originally from Florida, but this bouncer called Mad Dog. Little short dude, has a big giant mohawk. And I mean, he looks like he would scare you to death, but after you get to know him, he's the greatest. I mean, those guys all treat me great up there, Matt and Mad Dog and everybody. I always like to talk about Mad Dog. I say, if you go to Asheville, you got to go meet Mad Dog.
Now I'm going to have to.
Now you have to go to Asheville.
I'm going to go next year play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a booking guy.
Oh, yeah.
What's the worst show you ever booked?
The worst one?
Yeah, it didn't go over well.
Well, I had this one band that I'm not going to mention, but they were bugging me to book them on a show, and I'm like, oh, name sounds cool. They told me what kind of music they played, and I put them on a show, and they get up there, and I don't know if it was too loud or they didn't know how to set their equipment up, but it was just like you couldn't make out any, and they were just not great. I mean, I was sitting there like, oh shit.
Were people leaving?
They didn't leave, but everybody all the other bands were walking by going like, what the fuck is this?
What are they called? Junior Juggernaut?
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'll tell you the worst show that I booked. I had some friends of mine came down from Baltimore, and I was just trying to fill in some shows. And they told one of the guys that I know told me about this venue in South Carolina. It was in an old mill, and they had like a flea market there and all that stuff. And the venue was around behind the mill. We get down there, it looked like a FEMA shelter because it was bottled water sitting everywhere. the PA they had just got that day.
Oh.
And there was no signs to tell you how to get to the place. And we played the other bands in this big giant FEMA shelter. And we go, well, do you guys sell beer, food, anything? No. We have nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I called my friends after I got there. My friends from Baltimore were on their way because we had like three shows that weekend. I'm like, dude, before you get to the venue, I'm sorry.
Wow. This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the coolest show you ever booked? Like it went off like crazy, but favorite band, like big name, something cool.
We didn't do, it wasn't really big names, but Skewer Rat was on River Monster Records, and we booked like a big River Monster festival. That was probably the coolest one. I met a lot of, like, people came from all over the place, Chicago, upstate, New York, and Florida, and all that. And that was probably the coolest show, and I made a lot of really good friends. Like, I got a lot of friends in Wilmington from that show. One of my friends' bands called 5 Foot Nuttin'.
You too, fucker.
I'm 5 foot more than you.
Bullshit. This fucking leprechaun over here.
I kick like that bridge troll boy.
Yeah, their singer is a little short dude with a mohawk, and he jumps around. But yeah, they're really good. And then I actually, through them, I met the guy that does Port City Blitz in Wilmington.
I haven't heard of that one either.
Yeah, that's a really big one. That's sometime in November. And they have like 100 bands.
Oh, wow.
People in there.
I mean, I can't even imagine the logistics behind that, like getting a stage, getting insurance, getting set up, all the PA, all the sound equipment. It's got to be nuts.
Security.
I have trouble wrangling 4 bands at a time. I spent, like, after I got home from work, I spent most of my afternoon and evening trying to figure out 2 shows that I got coming up really soon that I thought I had figured out, and then it went to shit, and then I thought I had it fixed again, and now I think I got it fixed this for right now.
I feel you, man. But with our show here, we do 46 shows a year. This is our 3rd season. And to try to get 46 guests, for every Monday.
Once a week.
Once a week. And,
it's. Me and my friends started doing podcasts. We had Get Warped Entertainment, Get Warped Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we're helping you promote your band. And it was like pulling teeth to get people to show up to be on a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The worst is when you ask somebody, all right, you want to be on the podcast? They're like, oh, yeah, sure. You set up everything. We have, the little flyers, social media ads done for every individual. And you pass them out to them and they don't promote, and then a couple of days before the show, it's like, oh, so this is like a radio thing. Like you've never watched the show. Like, you have links, the show's been around for 2.5 years now. You don't know what it's about. Oh, am I going to be on camera? Do I have to come in? Can I do this over my phone?
Oh, man.
And like, fuck, Jesus. The worst is when you have somebody and then we show up and I've been trying to get a hold of them for a week. And I tell this guy, get here. And I'm like, I haven't heard shit. Hopefully they show up. They have the address. They have my phone number. They have your phone number. And we've had 2 guests, like no call, no show, and I think it has to do with a certain friend of ours that we're friends with, and they're, we're mutual friends, and that person talks shit, so they're like, fuck it, I don't want to do it then,
Anyway, one band quit on us in 3 minutes for $3. Yeah, I mean, festivals, like, God, that's got to be nuts.
I mean, the Punkfest thing, it's not too bad this year because we kind of took it over and we're kind of like just doing it to keep the name going. But next year, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more work.
I mean, just the timing on stage. You have a stage, man. How many stages are there?
We're going to try to have 2.
So you've got a stage manager, yeah.
Sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's usually a good way of doing a festival like that. So there's no downtime. That's the worst when you go to a festival and it's one stage and, 15, 20, 30 minute, fucking changeovers. And, you lose that stamina of watching a band and then you're like, fuck, all right.
Yeah, especially if you're in the crowd, you're just like, all right, cool. I got to go something.
I got to do something for a half hour while this band sets up.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about how, especially back east, how it is, but here on the West Coast, when it's a small type of festival like that, where it's just one band and then another band, a lot of especially younger bands have that ego or that bullshit attitude where, oh, we're going to take an hour to set up, and I didn't bring an amp. Can I borrow an amp? I didn't.
Then they think
strings.
Then they think if they have a 30-minute set and it takes them an hour to set up, they still get their 30-minute set.
Exactly.
Right now.
Oh yeah.
You get to walk to your car.
Dude,
yeah.
And it's young kids, that I know, like, people our age, we respect that time.
Yeah.
I remember in the 90s when my band Lazlo, when we would tour, we would take 8 minutes to set up our set, all our gear, and 5 minutes to tear down. And we had it down.
I mean, that's the way it was with Harriet Rip. And I mean, even with Skewer Rat, we had a show in Savannah at a place called the Wormhole. And our drummer couldn't go. So I got my friend, his drummer from his band, and he's a wild man. And we go down there, and I told the promoter that got us the show, I'm like, dude, my drummer will not backline his drums. He plays his drums because he got an old Slingerland kit from his dad. And he goes, yeah, nobody's playing these drums.
Right.
And so we get down there, the sound guy goes, oh yeah, you guys are backlining drums. And I'm like, no, we're not. And man, we had his drums set up because then the band went first. Then we played with his drums, and he had like a huge kit, and we had that thing off stage, and they were ready to set up in less than 5 minutes.
I mean, it's the respectful thing to do. What I hate, and it's happened many times, is I hate it when a band finishes their set and they just walk off stage, start talking to their friends.
Oh man.
Like, dude, fucking get your shit off the stage, then you can talk to your piece of shit friends.
Yeah. It's like, I've played some shows with some bands that are like that, and it's like either you get your shit together or figure out somewhere else to play.
Really cool story was we were in Florida one evening on tour, and we got put on a show last minute because we had a night off. So they were very adamant about, okay, you guys are going to play after this band. Are you sure you can set up in 8 minutes and you're off in 5 because you only get 20 minutes? We're good. We're good. We promise we'll be, 20 minutes. We had sets figured out already because we've been doing it long enough. So the band that went on before us pulled that shit where they walked off stage, and I go up to the bass player because he had one of those Ampeg refrigerator cabinets. Oh God. And I go, hey bro, hey, can you get your, and he goes, give me a minute. And I'm all, oh, no. So I grabbed it and I started going towards the side of the stage. And the guy comes running over and he goes, dude, get your hands off my fucking cabinet. So I was like, you sure? I had it one step down and I just let it go.
Oh, man.
Dude, he got so mad. Everybody in my band looked at me like, dude, you're such a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, he told me not to touch his shit. I was already one step down. I wasn't going to pull it back up.
Nope.
So, dude, yeah, they learned their lesson, I hope, that night. Because, dude, like, that's bullshit. Like, I'm going for the drums next. You know, I'll start throwing cymbals next.
Yeah, I started out using, I got a SWR 410 and then a 210 that I can hook up to it.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit's so freaking heavy.
Yeah.
The worst is like that cabinet I was talking about. Every time I've toured Europe, like that's what they give you, you know, is one of those fucking cabinets, an Ampeg cabinet. And every fucking club in Europe is not on the first floor. It's on the second floor,
and there's no
third floor, and there's no elevator, no lift, no nothing. So, you know, it takes 3 people to fucking pull that thing all the way up. And then at the end of the night, when you're fucking drunk, you're fucking tired, and you got to go all the way down.
I've always wanted one of them, but I said the only way I'll get that is if I'm rich and famous and I got a roadie that can hump that shit around.
Yep. Oh yeah. We actually used to use the side of it because it would only fit in the side of the van where you open it, and it was like our dinner table and and a bed. You know, like fucking throw a couple blankets on there. It's a nice, comfortable bed.
And now with the way they mic the houses, I mean, you could just go into the 110 and it's fine. You don't need to bring giant shit.
You get fucking DI box.
Yeah.
Me and Nate went and bought headrush pedal boards, and it simulates pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So my pedal board that's this big sounds like an SWR 810 cabinet or the Ampeg heads and all that heavy crap. And they got a good PA. All I got to do is walk in, plop it down on the ground, plug it in.
And I'm good.
Well, fucking that band Twisted Sister, like 10 years ago on their farewell tour or whatever the fuck, they used all pods. Not a single amp was used on that fucking tour. I think drums were the only thing they took. That's scaled down bullshit right there.
I went to a show at the Fillmore here, and we were standing there, and I was like watching them roll their shit out. Well, they had like freaking big giant stacks of orange cabinets and Ampeg cabinets. Well, when they turned them to set them on the stage, they were freaking empty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
There was
nothing up on the side of the stage.
They were using digital stuff, and they were up there for looks.
Yeah. Well, I've heard Kiss, you know, obviously they have the wall of speakers, and Paul Stanley plays out of like a fucking Marshall fucking combo.
Amp. Yeah.
You know, combo amp, that's mic'd, and that's it. You know? I remember doing a recording session once, and my guitar player was using a Randall cabinet. No, Marshall cabinet with a Randall head, and it sounded like shit. And the engineer, his name was Jonas Hansen. He was a friend of Yngwie Malmsteen, and he goes, I have actually Yngwie's rig here. We're gonna use that so you guys can get a good sound. It was a fucking Sun amp, practice amp, and he put a microphone in front of it, and he goes, he's recorded every record off of this thing. Like, really? He goes, dude, you're fucking recording the speaker, not a cabinet.
Yeah.
And this fucking thing fucking pushes sound.
Oh yeah.
And dude, we got a great fucking guitar sound out of it. You know, it's not, you know.
Yeah, I learned.
All looks, you know.
I learned that lesson from the Roxy. I rolled in with we're gonna play a showcase of the Roxy, and rolled in with a full Marshall stack, and then I saw the sound guy just go, "Oh fuck," just roll his eyes like, "Oh god, here this goes." And he put me in the sound booth. He goes, "Oh, can you tell the difference?" It's like, no.
Bigger isn't always better.
Nuh-uh.
You should know that.
I do. I'm smarter than you.
But yeah, I like whenever I play all my stuff. Whenever I play, I use distortion, like all the time.
What kind of bass you use?
I have a few. whenever I first met Priscilla, I working at a guitar store. It's like I had probably like 20 basses.
Oh,
they were all like cool. They were cool looking, but they weren't like the greatest quality.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, well, if you're going to start playing out, why don't you just get rid of all those and just get good ones?
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So I wound up, I have a 1973 Fender P bass.
Nice.
I have a Nash. Did you ever hear Nash?
Yeah.
I have a Nash jazz bass. Oof. And then I have 2 Rickenbackers.
Whoa, the Rickies.
The Ricks are a little like you got to play the Rick right?
Yeah. So like I told her I've always wanted a Rickenbacker, always. Yeah. And then after I got it, I couldn't get it to sound like I wanted it to sound. Because it had the Rickenbacker sound, but that wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I think I'm getting rid of it. And she goes, well, you've always wanted one. So I go on Facebook to the Rickenbacker bass group, and I'm like, hey, I play in a punk band. This is what I like. What kind of pickups do you use? And one guy goes, you don't have to change pickups. There's a diode that goes from your tone pot to your pickup. He said, just take a solder gun, take that diode out, and just put a solid wire in there.
Uh-huh.
So I grabbed my Rickenbacker and went to work the next day, and I got the guitar tech. I'm like, hey, did you ever do this? He goes, no, let's try it.
Nice.
So we took it out and put that in, and holy shit, it's like a world of difference.
Wow.
And then for my pedal board, I got, I was telling Gizz, he knows my wife's stepbrother, John Frommel
from Seattle.
Frommel Electronics. I'll throw that in there. Can I promote?
Hell absolutely. Yeah. Drop whatever, man.
But yeah, so like the first couple shows, I had a guitar, like a big muff, I was using a Rat.
Oh yeah.
Rat. And one of my friends goes, man, every time you hit that pedal, you lose bottom end.
Yep.
And I was telling Priscilla that, and she said, oh, well, my brother has a pedal company. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that like 2 years ago? So I messaged John, and I was talking to him and telling him what I wanted. And he goes, well, I'm changing the housings on all my pedals. I'll send you a box and tell me what you like. So I get a box of pedals in the mail, and I start plugging pedals in. And I told him, I said, here's the ones I like. I said, what do I owe you? He goes, just sell my pedals for me. I'm like, okay.
There you go.
Nice.
So yeah, everybody likes my Frommel pedals, and I always tell them about them. And then I got my secret weapon on my pedal board too. I worked at Lowe's for a little while, and they were clearing out a Christmas display. And Spider-Man head, it's like about this big around, that lights up. And I had a guy that does electronic work, and I'm like, can you hook this up that it'll work off my power supply? So now I got a light up Spider-Man head on my pedal board. And people go, oh, what does that Spider-Man do? And I'm like, oh, I can't tell you.
No, it's a secret.
Top secret. Or if they keep pressing, I just make up some stupid shit and they believe me in it.
It recycles electrons into dark matter.
Yeah.
So what you got coming up besides AVL?
So I got I actually have double back-to-back shows in Asheville at 27 Club. I even support in 27 Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those shows coming up, and then I have let me look.
Calendar on the phone.
Calendar on the phone.
I feel like he's probably younger than both of us.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
How old are you?
He's not. I didn't want to say. He didn't want
to. How old?
You never asked a lady how old
she is. I'm younger than both of you guys.
I said that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. No, I'm not. I'm 61.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude,
you look better than Gizz.
You don't look a day over 70.
80 is being really good to you.
How many strokes have you?
Yeah, I have. On August 7th, I have 3 bands. One of the bands I manage, it's 4 Barrel Frankenstein. They're a rockabilly band from here in Charlotte. So they're playing Deer Cavalier and Soul Shrapnel. The Soul Shrapnel band is Devin's band, and she's part of the AVL Punkfest. She's part of the group of people we're all putting it together. And then I have the 8th at 27 Club. I have Trash Rocket, Machine Gun Earl, the Exaggerators, and DDRB from South Florida. It's crazy because like I started doing shows and I got all these people, they'll just message me and like, hey, can you get us a show? And it's like, let me see what I can do.
Right on.
But yeah, it's kind of fun until you start finding bands drop off at the last minute. That's the worst.
Oh yeah,
dude.
So with Get Off My Lawn, and that's productions. Did you guys do any recordings or anything like that?
No, but I think with the AVL Punkfest, we're doing it's going to be under the main thing is going to be called Cat Flag Promotions. So that's going to be like the main part of it. And we're going to try to get into doing, like merch, recording, we're just going to try to get a little bit of everything. That way, like bands that I manage, if we can do everything for them, just makes it a lot easier.
Oh, of course.
Because finding merch is hard.
Yeah.
That you can afford.
Well, there's that. Did you guys keep an online calendar?
Yeah.
Where would we find that?
Well, you can go to, I don't have an online calendar for me, but I know AVL Punkfest, I think they have pretty much whatever's coming up. Right now, that's about the only thing we have going on. But on my Get Off My Lawn promotions on Facebook, I have all my events on there.
Do you have to keep links to the band site so they can get merch? People can get merch if they're not at the show.
I don't know if the bands do or not, but I think we have on AVL Punkfest, you can actually go on there and order merch for the Punkfest.
Okay. Trying to make you money here.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any live streaming
with AVL Punkfest?
Yeah,
I do a lot of
shows.
I do like I'll go do live streaming for some of my shows whenever I have them, like on Facebook. And I think I'm gonna try to get. I did a podcast with some guys down here a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna have them come out to the show and do like a live podcast for some shows for me.
Nice.
Unless you guys want to come and do it.
Well, we only fly first class, so
no class and first class.
We'll take the cargo hold, please. Is there drink service?
We've done a couple of guest appearances because we do, obviously we do the podcast and people think we're comedians.
Yeah.
So we do. We've done a couple comedian shows and comedy shows, and we've hosted a couple of events, and it's
tougher than it sounds.
Yeah, especially that one we did in that Charles Manson fucking field.
That wasn't where that was, but
right, but that's what it was labeled as. And that was rough because it wasn't the people that were there weren't paying attention. You know, they were sitting on logs.
It's like 41 like 22-year-olds that were trying to get drunk.
Yeah, trying
rattlesnakes.
Everybody trying to get drunk off a fucking airplane bottle.
Oh my god.
Hey, take a sip. All right, there you go. Dude, it's not a fucking joint. Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
4 guys on a beer.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. I don't drink like that. I like drinking bottles.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to promote? So we got the electronics company. We got the Asheville Punkfest. We got Get Off My Lawn Productions. Gizz is a retard.com.
Yeah.
.org.
Yeah. You guys need to come. You need to come out here and play. You did play out like up in Pennsylvania or somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, we played in Philadelphia back in September last year.
Yeah,
and we were again, like I was telling you off air, that this summer we were supposed to head out and play a bunch of shows, but you know, my band, you know, they want a new record, this and that, and before we go hit, you know. Before we hit the road again, and it's just like, dude, you just took the fucking wind out of the sails, you know, like we haven't played since October. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, that seems like the way that seems like the way it was for us. You know, we were like gone and gone and gone and gone for a while, and then it's like everybody just lost interest. And you got to keep going and doing it, you know.
Yeah. Like it's weird because we've had one rehearsal for a show that we didn't even end up playing, and to be in the same room with, you know, the band, at least for me, it felt like, you know, you're on your first date with your ex-girlfriend or 4 of your ex-girlfriends.
Yeah,
you know, like a Mormon marriage. You know, you got divorced from everybody, and all of a sudden you're back in the same room, and you're just like, whoa, like this is. You know, kind of weird, you know, you play the same songs and it's like, yeah, we still got it. You know, why aren't we playing? You know, like, isn't that the whole purpose of being in a band? Yes, it is recording and new material, but you stop just because you don't have that. You know, I don't.
You got new songs you can drop.
Well,
but it's not my place to say. I'm not in that band.
Not another one. Evidently, I'm the singer and I'm not even in the band. Jesus Christ!
I called him and told him to fire you.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm gonna start writing some stuff, and I think I'm just gonna find people that are already out there doing, and I know that want to do it, and just collaborate with a bunch of people, and get some songs recorded, and then take those people and do like a couple of shows in our area, and then go out and just travel around and put a tour together.
There you go.
I mean, to me, that's what it's all about, you know. And I've always, you know, said that. I've always said it, that like success isn't monetary. Success is going on the road and challenging yourselves to gain new fans. You know, play to crowds that don't know you. And if you come out with, you know, 1 or 2 new fans, listeners, or whatever they fucking call them nowadays, you know, that's success to me. You know, and you keep doing that, those 2 people are going to tell 2 friends, like that. What was that hair shampoo commercial? They'll tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends. You know,
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Well, you don't use shampoo.
Yeah,
well, that's like one of my really good friends that I worked with at Guitar Center. I mean, he could play anything. Bass, guitar, drums, and he was excellent at it. And he was in this little like punk band whenever I first got to know him, and they were on tour with like 5 songs, and they were traveling around, and he started getting in on tours with bigger bands, and then all of a sudden he was on a tour with this band, but their drummer couldn't go, so he would fill in, and now he's the guitar player for One Step Closer, and he travels all over the world. And that's his job.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, you're going to be famous. I'm taking pictures when you're not looking, and I'm going to be selling them on the internet. And I forget, he sent me pictures when he was over in like Japan or somewhere. And I pulled up a picture of him at my wedding, and I'm like, dude, I got this picture on eBay right now.
Yeah, that's the only way I think bands will survive. You know, the streaming thing is you got to keep touring, got to keep playing shows.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
I don't know about out there, but here it's hard to get people out to shows.
I think it's at least at the beginning of this year. It was. I noticed it was lighter crowds because people couldn't afford to go out. But I think a lot of people kind of over that. I mean, by Saturday's show that I went to, yeah, Louis Seidel was the headliner, but dude, that fucking place was packed. You know, people still want live music. People still want, crave that and yearn for that fucking, live punk rock, man.
Of course.
You can't just listen to it on a record.
No.
You know,
you got to go see it. It's always a little different.
Oh shit!
And that's like whenever I started booking shows for Harriet Rip. That's my main thing was bands would hit me up that nobody knew, they were brand new, and I would, yeah, sure, you can play, and I started getting them shows, and then they would go on to do their thing. It's like you got to give people a chance at least.
Of course,
yeah. Every band needs a starting point, and if you're the one that's offering that, that's commendable because, it does take old guys like us to keep the scene alive and going.
Yeah.
At least we can teach you, what you need to do in order to succeed in being a musician, because it's not playing in your bedroom.
No.
It's not recording a little demo and thinking that's gonna fucking introduce you to the world. Yeah, you can go, release something streaming, but it's the live show and people get to see you and go, what the fuck, man, these guys got something. I want more. I want more.
That's the thing with me. It's like I could sit here and record stuff all day, but that's not fun. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's not the same as going out and hanging out with people and playing.
Right.
It's like, recording a song is like being with a hooker, man. That was a lot of money for
with that. You never had enough money for a
hooker. Your sister's cool.
Oh man, which one? I got a lot of them, and they will all kick your ass.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. Stick around for a minute and we can yap.
Yeah. Stay in the green room and we'll come back to you.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Brian.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you,
Hope
bud.
I get out there to see you guys sometime, and if you ever come this way to play.
Hell yeah.
Gizz.
Hello.
Oh.
We'll put it back. I can't see nothing. Hold on.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing?
Amazing. I went and saw Melanie Martinez with my daughter tonight.
Melanie Martinez? No way. The chick with the white, black hair?
That was really good. She had an amazing performance.
It's kind of like that, right? Yeah, I've known Priscilla since junior high school.
I think
back when you were a young, innocent lady. Now look at you.
Wow.
You were.
You didn't tell any stories, did you?
Yes,
we did. Yes, we did. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Well, there was that one time.
That one time at band camp.
Talk about that.
All right, Brian. Thank you again, buddy. We'll be in the green room in just a minute.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks.
All right. So, episode 25. Down. Next week we got Dennis Shovelhead from Crime Film. He was also in the original bass player for Tigers in Cairo.
Oh yeah.
So San Diego remote next week. And sure to be a good show. He's a good guy. Had a lot of fun with him. His new band, Crime Film, Really, really cool.
Yeah,
Got to
look
see
those
them
guys
not
up.
too many months ago with Junior Juggernaut.
Yep.
At the Harvard and Stone.
So loudest band in the room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, next month we got, look at our pages on Instagram and
Fish Crack
and Facebook and subscribe. We don't do that anymore without our sign now. We can't do that.
Okay.
So subscribe. What's the other thing?
Start smoking crack.
Our old signs right there. Comment, and subscribe to @Do Podcast DUPODX
AST.
And what you should do? Come back next Monday.
Promise we'll still be here.
Of this bullshit.
Hey, these bozos. You make a pretty bad clown.
Huh?
What?